Well, hello there, all of you new client department at TD Ameritrade people. It is I, Sean Astin here, actor. I am so grateful that the new client leadership team has invited me to send you this message on Associate Appreciation Day. Because, I use TD Ameritrade, and I really want the team doing well. But I actually love corporate America. I actually love divisions. I love teams. I love success. But not just financial success. I love achievement. That's the word I mean. I love achievement. So I've played some really cool characters. I got to play Mikey in the Goonies. Goonies never say die. And their achievement was, if you recall, making sure that the evil developers did not kick them off of their land, out of their homes, and so they had to search for pirate treasure. So it was goal-oriented. They had to work as a team. Remember, Andy played the bones, skull and bones, so that we didn't fall down the thing. And everybody had some data with his contraptions. And, of course, me with the map. And my spirit. The thing about Mikey that was so cool was he was so filled with a sense of mission and purpose. And that's what I wish for you guys in your new client department. I wish for you to be filled with a sense of mission. You know, I played Rudy. Rudy, I've been ready for this my whole life. Best line in that movie is, having dreams is what makes life tolerable. Pete, his buddy, says after he gives him the Letterman jacket in the lunchroom at the mill. My dad said having dreams is what makes life tolerable. So I hope you're dreaming big. And it sounds so, what I learned as an actor or as a human being playing Rudy in the movie Rudy was that you can actually have dreams. I'm actually pursuing a dream right now. I'm just past the halfway mark on a graduate degree at American University in public administration and public policy. That's been a dream of mine. And I waited, and there was finally a moment. COVID came. If COVID didn't come, I wouldn't have done it. But that was my COVID accomplishment. So what dreams do you have? What dreams may come? What dreams do you have for your career and in your work life? And then what dreams do you have for yourselves personally? I hope you can't have all your dreams. That's why it's good to have lots of them. But sometimes you get a little bit lucky, and sometimes if you work hard enough, they come true. So obviously Samwise Gamgee from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. In this day and age, there's some good left in this world, Mr. Frodo, and it's worth fighting for. That sentiment, given all the political and geopolitical problems and the pandemic, getting out of the pandemic and everything else, that spirit, that fighting spirit that says, I'm going to protect what's important to me, I'm going to protect that which is good, that's each other in this context for you guys. That's your team. And I'm sure some of you, you look around and it might not seem that some in your team are worth it. Might seem like they're selfish, might seem like they're lazy, might seem like they're incompetent, might seem like they, are competing for something you want. But all of those things, those feelings that I just described, those are all a challenge to you to overcome it. Because your leaders, your leadership team, they're going to make sure that, people who aren't, picking up the slack where they're supposed to or achieving what they're supposed to, the natural cycle of leadership and team building, that will take care of itself. What are you doing in the meantime? What are you doing? So, I wish you joy in life and in work. I wish you achievement even if you fail, if you set a goal and you go for it and you do your honest best with it, that's enough for me. Because I'd have that, I'd take a team full of people who are willing to do that over the people who it comes easy to them. Because things go wrong. And when you're in the trenches, you need people who are willing to fight. Ameritrade is actually a vital resource in our community. I don't know if when you work at Ameritrade, you think of it that way, because wealth building is kind of the focus, I'm sure. But power comes from the ability to move resources around and support companies and build things. And Ameritrade makes that possible. So I wasn't kidding when I said I use the product. They don't let me put too much of my money in the one that I control. They're like, you go ahead and play. See what you can do with that. I'm like, I've held Bank of America for 10 years. My dad's like, I bought Apple when it was... Anyhow, this is much too long a message for a pump you up, but that's how I feel about it. So there you go. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to wish you well, and I appreciate you.